Tara Chow. The numbers definitely aren't good. Oh my goodness. 22 of my text to one of yours. Damn. Put it like this, girl. Let's take the relationship aspect out of this position that I'm offering you. Do I sound like a dick when I say that I basically have pussy throwing itself at my feet? I mean, it's not like I wasn't a star athlete, and it's not like I couldn't fucking outrace Alan Pinkett in a 100-yard dash, and it's not like Lou Holtz is going to look like the monster that he is when the truth comes out, about everything that he kept back at Notre Dame. Oh, I'll tell you what, Notre Dame could have had the most dominant fucking defense that football had ever fucking seen, girl. Oh my God. Martin James Lippincott, he was almost like a movie caricature. Oh my God. Tony Siragusa, I saw Marty kick your ass, my nigga. Because if one thing Jerry Faust wasn't, was a bad recruiter. He was one of the best. He just would get like 4 quarterbacks when you only need 2. And, that's when you have somebody, keeping him in line, not undermining him. Like I heard, oh, Tara, I tell you what, I heard his lieutenant commanders basically submarining Jerry. Oh yeah, there was a power outage and I was in the dark and I was fucking, I was getting ready to go and do battle. I tell you what, girl, I was a savage fucking beast when it came to football because I was one of the angriest young men alive. The shit that I had to go through when I was growing up would put motherfuckers in prison. Straight up, Lark Song Lane, Encinitas, California. Would you have bought those $1 million homes from Fred Riva if you knew that he was not only a child abuser, handcuffing me to a tree and then drunkenly forgetting about me for 4.5 hours as the Auschwitz commander, Harry Heisler, fucking probably told him how to fucking, rig the market and shit, because I'll tell you what, those guys are plugged. Don't tell me that a motherfucker that comes over from Germany and works his ass off, becomes the biggest contractor west of the Mississippi, heavy equipment contractor. He was one of the, they were on the Grand Coulee Dam. You know what I'm saying? That's big time. That, you don't fucking work your way up to that. What you do is you probably kill a lot of Jews in Germany, and then they hide you in America, and then they take care of you. So my life, in a way, has already been lived in what you would say kind of like biblical proportions, really. On the silver screen, right on the edge, always fucking held back. Always. For some reason, because I was exercising my fucking constitutional right to free speech and shit. I mean, my mom told me, you can do that with cops and get away with it. And I'll tell you what, Miami and then Placer County, that ain't no joke. And the one in Miami, it led to me knowing all of my friends. It really did, It led to meeting my beautiful ex-wife. Oh God, she is fine. And it led to my boys, who put the Hardy Boys to fucking shame. No shit. I mean, on the real, I could die a happy man right now. I don't want to. What I want to do is give back to those that need it. Yeah, I bought a bunch of cheap packs of cigarettes because, I fucking taxed Diane $20 on her son's little fuck up, and so that's going to give like 3 or 4 cigarettes to those who don't have it, on Christmas Eve and shit. And tell you what, if I was rich, I would put like $5, $10 care packages on everybody's books. Why the fuck not? I might even be able to write that shit out of my taxes. But even as an expenditure of just fucking caring because I have too much, it would be embarrassing to have that shit and not kick down to those that don't. I'll tell you what, the Maloof brothers drinking fucking $1,000, bottles of champagne. I tell you what, you little softies, you better come correct, man. If I'm not assassinated, Tara Chow, and I have people around me, that really protect me, and I can use money to do really good things, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull the covers on a lot of these fucking rich that act like they're doing so good. I can't stand hypocrisy. Never could. Lou Holtz, when you told me that I don't have the ability to play at Notre Dame, dude, you know what a fool you're gonna look like? I mean, that's the truth. You're sitting there and you're telling me that I don't have the ability when I'm wrecking all your fucking dudes that you send my way, punk. You know what? Mike Stonebreaker, I did you a disservice. I actually believe Pete Carroll's brothers when they tell me that you talk shit on me. And I'm thinking, wow, crazy coming from a kid that I would have raped had I chosen to. But you know what? That didn't happen, man. You were a cool kid. You were good too, but I don't think you were better than Ned. But you got forced in there and you held your mud until you fucked up. Great wife drove Ursula's truck into a telephone pole. I'll tell you what, good thing that went home, because if she was my sister and she didn't have the best insurance to put that exquisite face back together, I would have taxed your ass straight up. And to all my friends at Notre Dame, and believe me, I had them. You know what? I had good friends, and it's like this. If I had gone to the NFL, there's a lot of worthless pieces of shit that are sucking air and getting paid. Russ Purnell and Russ. And everybody that knows Russ Purnell, like at USC and then Jacksonville, and everybody that hates you at fucking Baltimore and shit because what? Because you're a football coach and you're an easy target. Did you or did you not give me a job? Okay? Seriously. Before you left to go on your little jaunt in the Bahamas, did you get Dan Quinn a job for the summer like you said you were? Okay? And then you took off, because I wouldn't put it past Joan Quinn to, think, you know what, I don't want him to go to USC. I was in tears at that signing party because I didn't want him to go to USC. And even though that's all he wants to do, I don't want him to go to USC. So, if I lose this number, I'll end up at Notre Dame making the play, motherfucker. But if you actually got it, you're off the hook. And it's further proof that I've lived in a family from hell. I mean, my uncle was one of the biggest cock blockers on the history of the planet. I mean, the fact that he lends my mom $20,000 to defend me to millions, easy. I got kicked out for a stupid fucking lie from dummy girls that, they had the ear of the administration because Lou Holtz didn't like me. Oh, if Lou liked me, Christ, I'm like the Browners and, Ross Browner, Willie Fry, Art Best, and another brother, that tag team, that white, daughter of like the president of Coke or Pepsi and shit. And she liked it. I think they did it again, Aaron Brink, we should make a movie about that shit, right? What happened in the past, right? And, this camera right here, even though it's the prototype of the one that was stolen by that punk bitch Air Force motherfucker, I'll tell you what, dude, know this. Because of you, I will no longer trust any enlisted. Straight up. You know what? Some, okay? Many, most, I don't know, man. You're not proving anybody's point. But it's like this. When you took my shit, nigga, you fucked up, bitch. Straight up. I would fucking, homie, back in the day, it just wouldn't be done. And, when I hand my fucking camera to a woman that has taped you, and I see you in conversation, and you obviously know her, don't come with this bullshit story. You're an amateur, you want to go pro? I'll tell you what, you better fucking take care of your debt, dude. Or, you know what? there ain't gonna be a lot for you. Because you know what? How big were you? I'm 199 pounds right now, and I'm eating like a pig. So if I just started eating normal, I might be able to come down close to you and fucking stomp you the fuck out, dude. Straight up. It would be savage, man. It would be fucking, I'm a hit hoe, you know what, on YouTube. And, I might have to make some apologies for things that I've said. Hopefully I don't have any fucking group of angry black men anywhere, saying if I ever see Dan Quinn, I'm gonna shoot that motherfucker because he talking shit about Kimbo Slice. I mean, come on, now. And Seth Petrozelli about leaving fucking something in the bathroom and shit. I mean, you know what? If a friend of mine was to, leave a toilet like worse than when he got it, we wouldn't be friends for very long, man, because that shit rubs off like on me and how I look. And I had a reputation, homie. I don't know about you, but at my high school, I guess they were still telling war stories about me 10 years after I was gone. Not so much about blowing 5 guys up, 5 punk bitch motherfuckers that were football coaches, wannabe little fucking wannabe men, and then come back and tell everybody else how bad they are because they fucking suck cock. And, I got sidetracked on that shit because, how many people knocked out 5 motherfuckers in one night? Boom, 4 on one. You know what? That was some funny shit. You know what? I've never hesitated. I've never hesitated. I seriously. It's not like I don't feel the fear, but I use that and it energizes me. And, that's why I have to get angry for fighting, because most of the guys that you're fighting are really cool, especially in cage fighting. And, generating the anger, man, that's part of the plan. So, back to you, Chow. I actually feel guilty about the money I'm going to spend to get a haircut, but I think that I look like shit anyways. It's childhood issues, getting beat like a fucking, seriously, I'll tell you what, in a family that had tons of money, to allow my mom to actually flip out over a lack of it, that proves that, like Robert Heisler up in Lake Almanor, you know what, you're a fucking punk. And you didn't sleep with your wife for the entire time that you were married to her, dude. And you had millions of dollars up there, and my mom was going crazy, beating the fuck out of me, and pulling the plug on a for sure multi-million-dollar win. I'll tell you what, I tell you this, I love my children, my 2 boys, so much, and I couldn't ask for a better group of friends, and basically everybody that's cool likes me. And so, you know what, I wouldn't trade that shit for anything. I would go through it all again. But fact of the matter is, where the fuck is my baba? Here we go, right here. I called my other barber and he didn't answer, and I need a haircut, and these guys are good. And you know what, so I pay him in money. If they smoke weed, that would be a barter system. That's what I'm using it for, because I get such good deals. And so what I'm gonna do, girl, is I'm gonna go down and I'm gonna hand out some cigarettes to people that don't have smokes and would enjoy them. And I'm poor as fuck. Can you imagine what I'm gonna do when I'm rich? God Almighty. That's the thing, girl. God isn't a man, and God wouldn't hate us like he does. It's the rich. They fucking created this bullshit book that enslaves women from the start, gives your pussies over to men, and they can do what they want with it. And then your uteruses go to the church, a bunch of fucking How many asses have they fucking attacked across the world, and not one of them has done a fucking a stretch in prison? I mean, my God, I wouldn't want to be associated in any way, shape, or form with any part of that shit. Straight up, it'd be embarrassing, and that's why I don't understand like why criminals that are connected, you know, and shit, and are Catholic, well, they don't fucking have like a secret little club that permanently does away with motherfuckers that hurt children. You know what I'm saying? That's why this little. How much time are we right now? Oh, you know what? That's cool. I get fucking longer texts or longer videos. And it's like this. The position that I'm offering you is. I mean, it would take somebody with your extraordinary, you know, qualities. I mean, I'm not ugly, although basically I thought that I was. And then when I'm in shape, you know, I feel really good, and I get a haircut, I feel great. And so I was thinking that when I'm rich, I would just like pay barbers, pay them. You know what? Cut as much hair as you want, man. And then, you know, make people feel good about themselves, make them look really good, you know, and then they don't really have to pay for it, and then I might be able to write that off on my taxes and shit, but if I'm making $50 billion, who really gives a fuck? And then, more importantly, making sure that all children have enough food in their fucking bellies. I tell you what, all these motherfuckers, like I said, the Maloofs and all these fucking rat punk bitch rich motherfuckers that act like they're so fucking cool, and there's kids that are fucking literally, you know, in our own country. You know, I'll tell you what, it really makes me embarrassed to be an American. You know what? And you know what makes me even more embarrassed is that my life would actually be in danger in some parts of this fucking ignorant fucking redneck country because I say that shit. And I'll tell you what, we got to get something going with the Black Panthers because you know what, except for my biker friends and then guys like Jimmy Corey and Tony Acuna. I tell you what, Tony, thank you very much for the e-ticket ride yesterday. Oh yeah, it was when you got pissed and you said, "Where you at? Where you at?" I tell you what, man. Other people ask me that shit. I'm like, you know, you don't even want to know where I'm at. And then I'm thinking with you, homie, you mad? Oh, I don't want you to know where I'm at. Fuck that shit. So, you know, when I got on the ride at Disneyland and it was e-ticket, homie, you know what? I mean, Matterhorn, straight to the top. Thank you, my brother. It's like this, dog. I've always respected you. You're one of the savages. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. America should know that, dog. Because you know what? When the statute runs out, why not make money out that shit? Seriously. Val Kilmer and Robert De Niro, they was making money in Hollywood, not looking nearly as good as you and Jimmy. I mean, seriously. You know what? And I'm straight. And you know what? It's like this, dog. Having you on my side, it'll make me feel a lot better about the fucking like FBI and whatever CIA that's probably trying to undermine everything and get Martin Luther King and everybody good killed and shit. You know, fuck that. You know, I want you guys on my team. And Tara, like I said, the position it's kind of like Gwyneth Paltrow, okay, to Tony Stark's, because I'm gonna be one rich motherfucker and everybody's gonna like me. Want to know why? Because when the money starts pouring in, it's going to pour out the other end to everybody that needs it. And you know what? If I die with a penny in the bank, it's almost a fucking crime. Because you know what? There's something out there that needs to be done for somebody somewhere that isn't getting it done right now. And you know what? Dan Quinn, he'll be like the good guy. And seriously, everybody get on Stevia because this town needs a new sheriff in it. Okay, it ain't working. This town called Planet Earth, and you know what? With all of the friends that I have who are exceptional, okay, I mean, you know, people that you would definitely like, and a lot of other people like too. You know, pillars of their communities all over. You know what? With enough money, we could actually turn Earth into a paradise, and this is a vision that I see for all children. Putting Disneyland out of business by creating a park, or maybe doing a proxy battle and just taking it, and you know, letting all children in forever for free, and then maybe having a Willy Wonka Candyland where they can go and eat for free, and it's made out of stevia, and it makes all their bodies perfect. Wow. The end.